watching ABC4 Utah's Real Sports Live.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. The Weber State football team is coming off back-to-back double-digit win seasons. Wildcats open the season Saturday at San Diego State.
Should be a good one. Here to talk about the Wildcat season is head coach Jay Hill. Jay, this is your sixth year?
Sixth year. Goes fast, huh?
When did that happen?
You haven't aged a bit either.
I have. I got a lot more gray hair, trust me.
What do you think about the team this year and the position you guys are in?
You know what? You never quite know what you got. I've heard some coaches say it's like Christmas Day and you're opening a brand new present and you never quite know. I think we're going to be really good, and I don't think we're far off of what we've been the last couple years. And if we get a couple things rolling the right way, who knows, we could be much better.
Now, 21 wins in the last two seasons. Any program in the nation would take that. The winning culture seems to be at an all-time high at Weber State. Do you sense that among your team?
Well, it's true. We've had the two best years in school history, the last two, and coaches have bought in, players have bought in, and the administration's doing unbelievable things for us as far as trying to grow the program and where we're at right now. So I think the future's bright. We should just get better and better.
With the bar set that high, is there pressure to maintain that level?
You know what? I called Coach Whittingham yesterday and I said, how in the world do you deal with all these expectations? Because they got them high right now, too.
Sure.
It's part of the process, but I know one thing. I'd rather have high expectations than when I first showed up to Weber State and no one really cared.
Right.
And that was no fun when no one cared.
Right. Back-to-back quarterfinal appearances is the next step to get to a Final Four, a national championship. I know you're not thinking that far ahead, but is that the next step in the progression, you would think?
It is, for sure. We should have been there the last 2 years. I mean, quite frankly, those are still daggers that hurt that we didn't advance further than we did because we had the teams to do it. We just needed to make one more play in each one of those games and didn't do it. So, you know, hopefully this is the year and we can go out and make those plays and continue to advance into the playoffs and get to that championship game. Because then once it's a one-game deal, I mean, anything can happen.
You get a semifinal game in Ogden. That would be awesome, too.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
Cool.
You got a great quarterback returning in Jay Constantine.
Yep.
He's the guy, right?
Very good. Yeah, he can throw it. He's very smart, intelligent. He was a Boise State transfer. And then we got Caden Jenks, who's played a lot of snaps for us, too. So both those guys I know we can win with.
You're going to play them both?
So Jay Constantine will take the majority of the reps, but we will have some things for Caden Jenks because he's a good player, and we got to use his skill set. And we'll come up with some stuff where we can use both of them.
How about running the ball behind those guys, Josh Davis? I mean, this kid, we watched him at Alta. We're like, yeah, he's a nice little high school running back. Man, did he explode! National Freshman of the Year, rushed for, what, 1,300 yards last year? We interviewed him the other day. He's like 5'9", not even 200 pounds, doesn't seem like, but what an athlete.
Well, you put the ball in his hand, and he's just special.
Yeah.
And he's been that way for a long time at Alta High School, you mentioned. He's been that way since he carried the ball for the first time at Weber State. So. We got a weapon there. We got to keep him healthy, and I'm looking forward to see what he does coming off that Jerry Rice Award.
Yeah.
That's just good coaching.
It's
right
all
there, isn't it?
It's all coaching, right? I mean, I take all credit for Josh, for Constantine.
As well, you got also a really fast wide receiver and a deep threat on the return, Rashid Shaheed. He's one of the really good ones.
Well, he's a two-time All-American. He's really probably the best kick returner in the country, maybe at any level. He's just got a knack for finding the crease, finding the hole. We've had a couple of those in my career coaching special teams, but I mean, he's special. A couple years ago, we played Cal, and he might have been the best player on the field that day, and he was a true freshman. I'm excited to watch what his progression can become because I don't think we've even scratched the surface on what he can be.
Because he's pretty good.
He is good.
He is good. Now, you almost beat Cal a couple years ago. You're going to open at a Mountain West team, San Diego State. You got Nevada on the docket this year. You love playing these teams that are in the FBS that present some challenges for you.
I do, and we've been close a couple times, but we haven't pulled them off. Dang it! And so this is the year we hope we can go into one of these FBS teams, if not both, and give them a dang good shot and pull the win out. We need to win one of these.
Yeah.
What do you know about San Diego State? How tough is this going to be because you're on the road?
Well, they're a Rocky Long coach team. They're going to be tough. They're going to run the ball. They're going to be physical and fast on defense. So we're going to have to give them our best shot for sure to have a chance.
Now, the Big Sky, as always, is loaded. I think there are 5 teams ranked in the preseason top 25. You come in at number 8, Eastern Washington, Montana, UC Davis, Montana State. I mean, every week it's just going to be a grind. How do you guys handle that week after week?
Well, it's been like that for the last couple of years, and it's a dogfight. The last 2 years, we've dropped one right in the middle of the season and basically had to win out to win the conference championship. And beating great teams every week is not easy, but I mean that's part of what you get when you're playing such a high-level conference.
You got your home opener on September 7th, Cal Poly, correct?
Yep, Cal Poly.
Yeah.
And they've always been a good team. They run the ball. A lot of the fans in Utah will know they're a lot like Air Force. They run the option. And so they create different issues, different problems, and traditionally they've been one of the top FCS teams in the country. So we got our work cut out for us early in the season.
And you are into the season mode right now. Did you have a nice summer at least? Did you get to enjoy yourself before the chaos begins?
Let's see. So I had my wife's honeydews, and then I did more of those, and then some more of those. I told you it's the least amount of golf I've played, but
that's wrong.
Sarah Honeydews will get you.
If Sarah asks, you got to do
you
it,
gotta
right?
do it,
Is she doing well?
Sarah.
She's doing great.
That's great.
She's doing great.
That's awesome. Jay, thanks for coming in.
You
Hope
guys
have
are
a
awesome.
great
Good to see you,
season. All right, we got to step aside for just a minute.
Yes, but coming up, we've got the highlights and the lowlights, the bloopers and the blunders. It's the best and the worst, and it's coming up next.